Uh, how's it going? This is Chris Fury from Blerd'S Eyeview. How's it going, everybody? We are back for season 4 of Blerd'S Eyeview. Little tech issues, obviously, but we are back. You see it? Showing it good, yeah.
Yeah. At least we're up. I mean,
we're up and moving. So once we figure out the tech issue,
minutes trying to call Geek Squad, and they said fuck us tonight. So
yeah, we don't have Geek Squad money, so there it is. But you can turn it to the YouTube channel, and it'll have all that great stuff on there. So, what's going on, DC? We've been off break for about a month.
Yeah, and some change.
Yeah, about a month. It was a holiday break. We needed it. What's going on?
I got an Xbox, so that's
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk. Okay. So for a moment, I had both of them hooked up, and I was trying to go through the similarities, the differences, just looking to see the differences between like 2K on the new system, 2K on the old system.
Right.
Madden on the old system, Madden on the new system, and just, there's some capabilities that this thing has that's just amazing. Like they have a quick restart. So if I exit a game, go to another game, I can come back to the game and pick up where I left off at.
Right.
And the graphics is night and day. Like you look at the one, it looks like playing Roblox versus playing like real life. Like it's and I got it. Luckily, I got it because, as you know, as we talked about before, scalpers and low inventory and limited supplies meant that it was hell to find one. I mean, there's people still like, how'd you get yours? I got lucky. I had an app called Hot Stock. So I'm on Hot Stock, and usually when they release stock, Best Buy, Walmart, it watches all these places. So as soon as they get a little bit of stock in, it alerts you. But in the chats, people talk like, hey, such and such might be going live with some stock, such and such. Has some right now, check it out. So for the course of, the last month and a half, almost 2 months, I've been trying to get one.
And see, technically, that's not even really a long wait.
Oh, it's longer for other people. I mean, they're talking about it really won't pick up until like April, May. So we're talking like, 2 more months of spotty inventory, like hit and miss of trying to be able to get it. I mean, I got people who PlayStation is just the same as Xbox. So it's like just low supplies, high demand. Plus you got scalpers buying them all up with these bots and then selling them for exorbitant amount of monies on eBay. I seen one for like $1,000, $700, $800, $900. And people are like, well, I got to get my kid one, so I got to buy it. So now you're paying scalpers. So now they're going back and buying more. So you just continue this cycle of people buying it. But so Saturday night, they was like, yeah, Target has an ad saying that they're going to have some Sunday morning. So I go check on the Target page, and there it is. Boom, plain as day. We'll have some in stock. I woke up Sunday morning, rolled over, put my input numbers in and everything like that, and got one. And it came a day early, so I got it Thursday. And I've been playing it ever since. It's just so.
What did you get?
The games.
Yeah.
Or the system?
The games.
I already had games that when I bought them, they had like dual entitlement. So meaning you buy one, when you get the new system, you automatically get the enhanced copy of it. Or some of the games were already enhanced. So when you get the system, it's just one game for now until they come out with another copy. So I had Madden, which when I bought Madden, you get regular Madden, and then you get the Series X copy, which is supposed to be the more enhanced version. But to tell you the truth, I don't like the Series X copy of Madden because it plays slow. The movement is kind of slow to me. It feels weird. So I might uninstall that. And the lucky thing is I can play either one, but I don't have the space to have both downloaded right now. So
what's your space on the system?
It's 1 terabyte and it's gone already. Damn. That terabyte goes fast, people. I'm gonna tell you right now, get you an external hard drive because I have Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, 2K, the Avengers, Grand Theft Auto, and then Madden. All those installed, gone. I got like 34 megabytes or something like that left of memory, so I can't even download another game right now. I either got to install and uninstall and play that game, or find a bigger hard drive or something. Because
so they found a way, because you didn't get the disc version. You went and got the down.
I went and got the big boy with all the power. I was, you know me, I'm go big or go home. I'm not getting that little because the Series S is half the power, half the memory, half the RAM. It's just half the system. So why and half the money? But at the same time, that's a kid's box.
Yeah, but then you're stuck having to get a bigger solid state hard drive to go with it.
Either way, I mean, either way, you're going to be to get more memory. So now I got to work on getting more memory because I got like 86 gigs. Well, the cool thing about Microsoft, and I don't know what PlayStation does, but the cool thing about Microsoft, anytime you buy games, it stays on your profile. So no matter how many times you switch systems, you're not rebuying the games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So from Xbox One to Xbox One X to Xbox Series X, I still have all the games. I have like 86 games, and I just gave my kids my Xbox. And the first thing my son wanted to play was Sunset Overdrive because that was like from when I first bought the first Xbox, like way back in like 2014 or whatever. So
he's retro. He's considered he's retro. He can play. He can get away with that.
Yeah. So so I advise people get a hard drive.
So those who are joining us or who haven't joined us or just not listening to us, this is Blerd'S Eyeview. I'm your host, Chris Fury. This is DC. Joining us shortly, who's still out on mission, is our cosplay diva, Candy B.
Yay, Candy B.
Candy B. We might, I think she settled on Candy B, so we're going to give her that name, Candy B. Blerd'S Eyeview is a podcast that covers geek pop culture, everything in between. We will be covering quite a bit of stuff tonight. Darius has already given us a rundown of his Xbox series. You got the X.
I got the Series X. I got the big boy. It's so beautiful because it comes in like this royal package. You open it up, it's wrapped in black, and as soon as you open it, it says "Power your dreams." I'm like, oh, that's fucking amazing. You got me.
The tagline already has you sold. You know.
Yeah. Then you open it, it's like this weird big brick flaw. I don't know. It's like weird. It doesn't fit anywhere right, so you got to kind of shove it underneath some stuff. It's like a weird big break. I don't know. But I'll refuse to get a PlayStation because that shit just looks like a fucking old stadium.
It does look like an old stadium. So much has happened in the 4 weeks we took off. We've managed to get a new president and vice president. And T'Challa and Aurora came into the inauguration. So yeah. For those who don't get what I'm saying, Barack and Michelle came, and I'd be damned if they didn't look like Black Panther and Storm. Showed out is the color scheme of her outfit was pretty damn
close.
Yeah, belt and all. So I mean, hey, all right, First Lady. I'm all for it. We also, prior to that, had a riot. Here at Blerd'S Eye, we don't really get political, but it's kind of hard to ignore the elephant in the room for that one.
Elephants.
Yeah.
Which is fitting because ain't their political party the elephant? The Republican elephant?
Yes.
Go figure. But anyway, I digress.
So, we've worked past that, at least that event, but we're still dealing with the ramifications from that. If you've listened or watched What the Shit, my stance on that particular situation. You know how I feel about that. But moving on. Have you been watching WANDAVISIon?
I have, but I haven't watched it religiously, which tonight I'm supposed to be watching 3 and 4.
Okay.
Episode 3 and 4, because I've been watching them in twos. So I wait till they have 2 up, and then I'll go watch those 2.
So you get like a full hour, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't, because it felt weird the first time I watched it. I was like, what the is going on here? And the second one was like, okay, it's a little better. So I heard 3 and 4 were supposed to be a little better, so I'm going to watch one tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a 8 episode. Yeah, it is. It's an 8 episode limited series. They are obviously, from watching the first episode and the second episode, you obviously get that they get right to it. Like they're getting right to it. It seems vague at first.
Yeah, it felt weird because I was like, why are they in black and white? Why is they a couple like Ricky and Lucy? Dick Van Dyke type thing. And I'm like,
what? But as it progresses, and it doesn't take long in the progression, because I've watched all 4 episodes, it doesn't take long for the progression. They get to it. They get to like it. Talk about pulling the thread and watching it unravel. I won't give away 4 for you. I won't even give away 3 for you. Cool. But just watching 1 and 2, and if you have a keen eye for a lot of Easter eggs, which
I've seen Darcy's there.
Darcy's
there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that because I love me some Darcy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there are some things that are going on, and stuff is happening. And I will say that in episode 4, they explained so much that's happened already. That just is like, oh, I am well past. I was already invested. But this is different because I've read Avengers and everything else, and Wanda and Vision have always been this couple, and Wanda has always been mentally unstable, to a degree. I mean, you really can't blame her considering that her father is Magneto.
And she has some weird powers.
Yeah, the best you can call it is chaos magic. It says it in the title. We do get, like you said, we do get Darcy. Seeing Darcy is fun. Kat Dennings playing Darcy is actually really, really. She's not I wouldn't say female Ryan Reynolds.
Close.
But I think you can put them in the ring together. It was like,
she hold her own.
Yeah, she can hold her own. So seeing her in action and FBI agent Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Well, just Ant-Man and the Wasp. He shows up, and there's a lot of fun going on. And Tiana Paris is Monica Rambeau. And the last time we see Monica Rambeau was in Captain Marvel. She was a little girl. So
yeah, let's say I heard that rumor. Well, not a rumor anymore because it's true, but I was like, so we get that.
Yeah, and I found a new crush.
I got Kat Dennings.
First is Denai Guerrero, now is it's 3 now. Angela Bassett, Denai Guerrero, and now Tiana Paris. All right, Marvel.
Trying to get you wood. Yeah, I'll be watching that tonight. I look forward to it though, because I know it was slow, but like I said, I heard 3 and 4 really just
they knock it out the park. Something that has been catching a lot of people's attention, and it's not the busted challenge.
Oh, the silhouette challenge?
It's the silhouette challenge.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's out there.
I've heard it's amazing.
Well, when you say it like that, I believe you, yo. I don't be on the internet like that. I mean, which is crazy to say that because I am, but I don't be like when I get on the internet, it's to share some stuff, post some stuff, quick stuff. But like every time I get on, it's like the JJ Walker, whatever that is, the June bug challenge and all. I don't have that time for them challenges, man. I'm a gamer.
Now there is something that you came across that I came across a little late. Is it Jason Collier? Is that his name?
Oh, my dude, the sheriff. Yeah, shout out.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute.
I gotta get the correct credit. The Outlaws. Shout out to the Outlaws.
That's
because they shared this. It was a Thursday morning. I thought I had to go to work early. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I pop on early to try to share some stuff and move some stuff around just to keep my presence going. And I stumbled across the greatest post ever. Like I said, shout out to the Outlaws for sharing it. FCB Radio. And it's basically this sheriff who is in a small town. Doesn't matter where he's at because the story is going to get you. So this man had a wife. And with this wife, he said he was divorced. So then he had a fiance. And another fiance. And another fiance. So the man had 3 fiancés and a wife. Not only did he have 3 fiancés and 1 wife, who he said he was annulled and divorced from, he was a sheriff, like the head sheriff. He also had 14 girlfriends.
Now, let's stop right there.
Now, hold on.
Because
Let me
I know
reiterate.
I know there's a rabbit hole. I know
3 girlfriends, 3 fiancés, 1 wife, 14 girlfriends, all as a sheriff. And let's go with another twist. The girlfriend, the wives, or the fiancés thought they were Facebooking the wife when it was really the husband playing as her. Talking about, yeah, we're divorced and we're not together no more. And yeah, it is deep. It is deep, yo.
And mind you, I don't really commend that type of stuff, but I gotta say, dude,
that's too much energy.
That's a lot of energy to invest into 18 different women.
And some, like, I guess 1 or 2 are missing. And
that's never good.
Yeah, it's a long, and he put out this apology, and he's
the apology doesn't work. No, this isn't having a wife and then having a girl on the side type of apology. There's no
he was
apology.
Apologizing to one of his fiancés. So it wasn't like he was apologizing to the world or to his wife. He was apologizing to one of the fiancés because she found out. What Usher said in that song, I DM'd your best friend. It wasn't that I got, it wasn't that I did it, it's that I got caught. That's what happened. He got caught. He got caught with 3 wives, 3 fiancés, 1 wife, 14 girlfriends, and some of them might be missing. Now, and there's some alleged stuff that back in the day in college, he was bumping boys off. So, it's... Allegedly, I don't want to put that in the atmosphere, but allegedly there's an old college friend that said,
my God.
Yeah, so it's a developing story. Let's go with that.
Well, let's just say this will obviously be either a Lifetime movie of the week or a Netflix movie of the week.
Or it's just gonna be a weird ass movie. They didn't be like, you know what? Let's make this a movie.
Why wouldn't they?
The Blind Side. The Jason Collier story. Why did I get married 3 times?
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that even. That is quite a bit.
Medea meets Jason Collier.
Jesus. Do you know how much energy that? Oh my God.
Dog, you know how hard it is to be married. But then you got 3 fiancés, 14 girlfriends, and it's just like, and you keeping up this lie and nobody knows until like some kind of Facebook post happened, and then this shit just started jumping out the woodwork.
That is crazy.
Yes, it's bananas.
Honestly, I honestly cannot. I'm stumped. I'm stumped because I don't see how you can pull that off.
He was a sheriff at that, so it wasn't like he was.
So he probably wasn't really doing police work. Look, face it, you got 18 different women in your life.
Oh, he was doing some police work. He was serving and protecting that booty.
Yeah, that's about all he was doing.
Hey, man, it's a hard
tax dollars at work.
He was clapping them cheeks. My new thing me and my son do. Yeah, starts, trending. Topic.
It's a trending thing. Oh my God. That is too much.
18 women.
18. I know cats that have a hard enough time with 2. This man did it with 18.
And then there was kids involved. He got like 4 kids. And
then
he was pregnant with like 1 or 2. And one of them, he told one woman he was in deployment in Iraq.
The lies must be insane.
Yeah, baby, I'm in Iraq right now. Or really here across the street smacking Tammy up all night. Clapping them cheeks. But anyway, just shout out Jason Collier, I guess, for
what I think I'll call this episode Clapping Those Cheeks.
Hey, trending topics. Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, the story was wild. Like I said, 4 a.m, you don't expect it. That's the first thing you see, like in your timeline, is like, hey, stop, watch this. Hammer time. And he out here just, just
look, when I got the link to the story, and I'm scrolling and I'm looking, and I got halfway down, I'm like, there is way too much going on. I need to sit down somewhere.
A lady on TikTok that I seen, and she was like a news reporter, and it was like 7 parts to this story.
I'm literally trying to figure out, like, how did you pull this off? Like, how and why? Like, was it not enough? I don't know. You've got to be trying.
And then here's the kicker: he showed the first fiance annulment papers that he faked and forged.
Oh, so he just had access. That's what.
Yeah, he was just out here just doing some James Bond type shit. Like he was on his "I'm about to get real greasy tonight" type feel.
Man, talking about polygamy. He was pushing the.
You know, the old man somewhere like, boy, he ain't shit. I'd had about 50 of them back in my day. Boy,
right.
He's living right. He ain't shit, boy. He ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
It's the equivalent of being a Jamaican and having many jobs. It's just 14 jobs, man. That's nothing. That's being lazy.
Hermes.
Shout out to the Living Color. Tommy Davidson and the crew. Oh my goodness. That's a bit much. Oh my God.
A bit 3
much.
fiancés, 14 girlfriends, and a wife with 4 kids, and probably some on the way.
Yeah.
My man about to beat out Sean Kemp and the Wayans. Sean Kemp got 42 of them things.
Yeah. Talking about somebody who just literally crashed their entire career pretty much. Like once it got out, it was like, I'm like, dude, it was already unspoken truth. You somehow missed a certain class on what you were doing. So whatever. HBO, you know, on our break, HBO Max announced quite a few. Actually, they announced a major thing. But before we get to that, something else that's been ruling the headlines this week. The GameStop debacle. Now, I don't care how you view this, but this is pretty fucking ingenious.
It's fucking epic.
Yeah, how this went down. So for those who don't know or are trying to figure out what exactly happened, we all know that GameStops across the country, they're just shutting down. The stock was worthless at the time.
At one point, they weren't going to be worthless because Microsoft was supposed to be buying them out and making them like Apple stores.
Right.
So any GameStop you go to was going to be like just Microsoft stuff all over the place. What happened with that? I don't know. But then this happens.
Yeah. So what happened was stock was really low, obviously.
$2.
They call it short. You know, you can buy a couple stocks of GameStop for $2 a pop. All right. What they call short in the stock business, and this is what I found out today, is what you do is, say Darius, I borrow a stock from him for $10. Okay. Now I take that stock and I sell it for the same price. And then I wait for it to come down. Now I buy it back at a cheaper rate. And then I sell it back to Darius and I keep the difference. That's called a short. So like if he sold it to me for $10, I take the stock, sell it, or I borrow the stock for $10. I sell it for $10. It goes down to $7. I buy it back, sell it back to Darius for the 10, or give it back to him. I've made the $3 difference.
Yeah.
I made a $3 difference. I made a come up on that. And so Reddit users banded together,
bought the shit out of that stock
and bought the hell out of it. And that caused a lot of hedge fund investors.
Here's my impression of the hedge fund investors. Oh my God, no, I'm going to lose my summer house. Oh my God, no, the beach house in Venice. Oh my God, I lost $10 million. Like, that's third world problems. Like, nobody give a fuck because you lost the house in Venice, the beach house in Laguna, the Rolls Royce. Nobody's going to cry you a tear. Not nowhere near us. Not me, not anybody I know. Because first of all, student loans was killing people. I was like, oh, figure it out. Oh, we can't pay our rent. Oh, figure it out. Oh my God, I just lost funds. Here come the government. Oh, here you go. We're going to do something about it. So Robinhood started banning people from buying GameStop. You can't even go search it on Robinhood. GameStop, ANC, and like 2 or 3 other stocks that Reddit users was going to buy up and just take it from the hedge fund. Now y'all don't have to buy. Y'all want y'all 10 millions and millions and millions of dollars back, come get it from us.
Exactly.
So, and Robin Hood was like,
it's literally they literally pulled a Robin Hood move, and I mean as in the person, not in the company, and it's ingenious. I think it's hilarious.
I thought it funny because again, seeing grown white men cry about losing millions of dollars when there's people poor and sick and dying, I find it comical because they were really crying like, "Oh my God, my wife's gonna leave me now because I'm half a millionaire." Boo hoo. Boo fucking who. No one gives a damn.
I feel no pain.
Crimea River, Argentina. And then they were like, "Oh, I'm losing the beach house in Italy. And how am I going to keep up the payments on my Rolls Royce? And now I can't buy any more paintings that black people make that are famous, but I'm not going to give them real money. I'm going to give them fake money." It's a lot of bullshit.
But I'm here.
My only problem is I didn't get in on it.
That's the only issue. Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like,
damn,
oh, man.
If only I used Reddit.
You're right.
I'm at to download Reddit because I got to get in on that one.
I'm like, this is something different.
They have, I'm getting in on it. Fuck that. Y'all be like, "Oh,
and you better believe
James, he stole money from ANC." No, I didn't steal money. I bought stocks and bonds.
I played your game. I played your game, and I just beat you at it. That's all I did.
What happened. Mark Cuban said, "Oh well, want my money."
he's probably like, "Hey, that's how you play the game."
Mark Cuban was like, "Shit, why did I think of that?"
Right. Like, let's buy them all out. You know.
So now AOC, what's her name? Alexandria
AOC. Cortez.
They're investigating Robin Hood for shutting people out.
Yeah. Because I think that lasted 24 hours for Robin Hood did?
Not even that.
Yeah. So they were just like, oh no, you can't do that. They were like, nope, you can't do that. You can't do it. Because
we gotta look out for the Karens of the world.
Yeah. So
Karen's husband is good. Like, y'all niggas over there.
Robin Hood.
So yeah, you can't even.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Now, search for GameStop.
And you know what? And what you did and what they did, it's not even illegal. It's not even illegal.
Robin Hood or the people?
The people.
Oh yeah, no, that's not illegal.
None of what they did was illegal. So
it was $2 a stock. Hey y'all trying to get in this stock? Yeah. It's $2. Let's all buy some. That's how they did.
Yeah, and I guarantee you. And if it's not going to be Reddit the next round, it's going to be somebody else.
I'm trying to be there.
Yeah,
I want to be in the room where it happens.
There it is. It's going to happen to somebody else. They're like, you can't keep the stocks high because the people are tired. Now. The people are so tired of dealing with bullshit, and this is it. This is it.
Oh, you can't get diapers for your baby. Figure it out. Oh my God, I can't pay for my beach house. I'm gonna lose it.
What do you want me to do about it?
Sucks to be you, my guy. Tell me the story that doesn't suck, bro.
Right. HBO Max, well, Warner Brothers, actually.
Killing the game. It's Disney.
Yeah. Talking about pulling a whole card. They were like, you know what? We let Wonder Woman out in December as a Christmas gift. We left it on HBO Max for free for 30 days. Now, and we had a limited theater run on top of that. And then after we take it back, strictly movie theaters. Warner Brothers said it did so well. And we're going to do our entire slate like that for the entire year of 2021. That's nuts.
It was like Disney was like, "Hey, we got this, we got that." HBO was like, "Bitch, hold my beer. I got King Kong and Godzilla coming out. Ho, what you got? Like, what you gonna do?"
We're gonna start
4 hours of Justice League, not a miniseries. I'm talking about a 4-hour movie. Beat that.
I mean,
subscriptions went up. I'm pretty sure HBO Max subscriptions went up.
And on top of that, AMC is no longer in bankruptcy. Someone bought them out.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
The Reddit users. That was one of those stocks that was being bought up. No, seriously, that was one of those stocks that was being bought up with with GameStop. It was AMC, GameStop, and something else. I can't remember what it was.
They're trying to put a lock somewhere, and it's not going to work. Because they figured out, see, it's one of those things where the people figured out their power. Like you always hear the power to the people. Power to the people.
And that's what they're afraid of. Once the people figure out that power that we have and start putting it to use and realize that our dollars matter and that without us, they're not going to be a hedge fund baby for much longer, you know. But it's just when you living check to check and this and that. But this ain't that type of show. We're gonna talk about that on What the Shit.
Oh yeah. But, tune in tomorrow for that one. That is crazy.
Yeah, so they're putting out everything.
Oh yeah, they pulled all the stops out. They pulled it all out, and I love it. You mentioned Godzilla.
Little things.
I think it's out
Jared
now.
Leto. Yeah, it's out. I haven't watched it. It's Jared Leto, Denzel, and Remy Malek.
Yeah,
and it looks pretty good. I just want to see it now.
It's Denzel.
Yeah,
actually, these are three great actors. They're really three great actors. Leto,
I'm probably gonna watch that tonight after I watch WandaVision if I'm not playing the box, which I'm probably gonna be up all night. But anywho, third world problems. Oh my god, I can't pay for my beach house and my Xbox isn't working.
Whatever. It's you mentioned Godzilla and Kong, and I was gonna mention that. You seen the I don't care what anybody says.
The trailer looks amazing. Is that Force X that King Kong had? Like, I'm confused on what
I've seen the trailer so many times that I'm like, somebody actually said it was one of Godzilla's fins, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute,
that looked like an axe. I don't care what nobody. That mug was skinny at the bottom and it looked like an axe.
Whatever it was holding back. Whatever it was he had, it was holding back atomic breath.
I'm gonna go watch the trailer again just to make sure, because I know I wasn't seeing anything. Ain't no goddamn fan. Lie to me.
Like I know Kong is not somewhere in the jungle doing a Tony Stark and fashioning and
making a shiv.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this ass. I know he's not doing that. Damn, but it does. It looks amazing. It's one of those. The last time we see those two go at it, Godzilla didn't fare too well, neither did.
I have not been checking the comments. I don't know if you have, but
I'm looking, but nobody said anything. I don't bring them on camera, but they're watching. We got a couple people watching. Hey,
wait, huh? So confusing. Anywho, yeah. So Godzilla, everybody go watch it, because I can't pay for my beach house if y'all don't go watch King Kong and Godzilla.
Your wife is going to leave.
I can't believe that was like a part of their plea. Was like, oh my god, I can't pay for my beach house. My wife is gonna leave me, and my kids won't be able to go to private school.
Oh man, that is so crazy. Oh my god. Let's see. Beach house. Get some stock. If you know how to play the game, get some stock. Go out there and play the game. Shot before we get too far into the show. I want to give a shout out to Curtis King Brown for head nerds in charge down there in Philly. He just came. He's back home. He's recovering. He had caught COVID-19. I checked on him a couple times. So we text back and forth. Through it all, brother, man, he kept giving the jokes because he's also a stand-up comedian. He kept giving the jokes, so he kept the spirits up. Despite being in the hospital, being on breathing treatments. He's just now getting out in the world and getting some fresh air. Get well, brother. He's supposed to show back up on the Head Nerds in Charge show next Wednesday, actually. So,
true.
Big ups.
I'll probably like halfway somewhere, half past dead, like milking it.
Yeah.
Somebody come get me. you get that weird
the weekend.
I can't feel my legs. That has nothing to do with COVID.
Right.
Carry me.
Carry me. In all seriousness, though, people, I mean, if you're not going to take the vaccine, which I understand the majority of our people are very skeptical.
I'm cool on that. I seen Tuskegee Airmen, man. I'm cool with that. They give you some
This is one of those issues.
Out here looking like the Crypt Keeper.
this is one of those issues where, you come up with something so daggone quick.
Yeah, see, it's the quickness for me because AIDS been around for about 60 years and they ain't never found a cure that works yet. Syphilis been around for a good 30 and they ain't found a good cure yet. COVID been around for a year. Them niggas like, hey, we got something for y'all. Go ahead, everybody take this. Yeah. Nah, my nigga, y'all cooked that up in the kitchen a little too quick. That's a bad batch of crack. I'm cool on that.
I'm not.
Cool on that. Y'all whipped that a little too fast for my liking.
Like,
I need y'all to do a little R&D a little more longer before I start taking some shit. People start. If one chick took it, she was like, "Oh, I feel so. I feel good. Oh, hey, Q.
Why did you sound like Snagglepuss stressed out?
That's how she sounded. She's like,
Magic stage left.
Bitch, you messing up with that weird shit. You like a zombie right now. Her eyes got big. She look like Adam Gates when he got hired by the Jets. She's just like, oh my God. I'm not taking that, son.
It was way too quick. Too quick of a turnaround.
It's been around forever, and they still ain't found a cure for that. But this been around for a year, and they was like, "Yep, we done." 8 months later, we done. We got it. Come on, take this.
Yeah,
Hank Aaron took it and died. That's all I say.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we lost a couple of great ones.
A lot of great ones.
Yeah.
Larry King, Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, we lost Larry King, Cicely Tyson. Who else was it? Hank Aaron. Who was it? Jorge. Was it Jorge Sierra? No.
I know who you're talking about from my guy from Fred Sanford.
Yeah, Gregory Sierra. That's his name. Gregory.
These are decent to you too.
Yeah, it was Gregory Sierra. Man.
That was my favorite line for that. I love Jorge. I love him, man.
He'd come
over. Hey, ¿qué pasa, Mr. Sanford? Buenos dias. Like beans and diseases to you too.
Right. It's kind of crazy that we, especially with the loss of Cicely Tyson. And I like I told my wife, I said, I'm not really depressed that she passed. She lived a very long life. Apparently it wasn't the virus that took her out. She was 96. And she left what you would call a legacy. She's a legend. She left a legacy behind her, what's that, 60, 70 years of acting, and look at all who she's been with, like acted with,
everybody.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even trying to be funny, but I ain't gonna say
everybody.
I'm not gonna say that.
Everybody.
I'm gonna say Jesus, but I ain't gonna say that. Anywho, I think there are.
And Jazzy's all get out too. Jazzy's all get out. She was always dressed in the nines every time you seen her.
Oh, you know what? We do have two different chats going on. We have the one for Blerd'S Eye, and then we have one on your personal page. So I'm gonna read the personal page real quick. Autumn Johnson says, "Hey cousin, who's clapping cheeks?" Okay. Autumn Johnson also said, what's going on in the discussion? Sean Ellison said, well, that's a fickle marriage. If they leave, wives leave them over money, rich people problems. And then Sean Ellison also said COVID is just a result of bioengineering, I think.
That is my son. How's you doing, son?
There you go.
He's always got his finger on the pulse when it comes to me, and vice versa. So thank you for all that. Cheek clapping and all.
Clapping those cheeks. Everybody do that. You go home. Keep on. I'm gonna clap them cheeks.
So yeah, he's about right. He's not wrong in his assumptions.
Nah, it came out of nowhere, and they got a elixir for it out of nowhere too. So,
and to answer that question, kid, to answer that question, kid, I'm kind of in agreement with you because look what the Popeye chicken sandwich did, and those sons of bitches lost their whole damn mind.
That right. But imagine remember the Oregon Trail, that game. Imagine you one of them elixir sellers way back in there, one of them shysters who was selling that bottle of Dr. B's cure-all, that shit. Imagine that's how that feels. Nigga rolled into town from out of nowhere and was just like, hey, you got the clap, you got COVID, you got AIDS. Here's a cure-all made by Johnson & Johnson.
It's got cocaine bitters. What?
What? Like, what's in it? Sugar, water, riboflavin. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Like, that ain't even. Yeah, riboflavin. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
And it was probably
no additives and preservatives. Like, what the fuck is?
Oh no, that came later. And then they called it Robitussin. That was what that was.
Don't sleep on Tussin, people.
That takes care of the job. Hey, what's going on in there? Take some Tussin.
My ankle hurt. Rub some Tussin on it. Like, what? Okay. And you rub some Tussin on it, you be like, oh shit, look at me, I'm Sonic. I'm the Flash now.
We ain't got no Vicks. Put some Tussin on it. That's two things.
Chest on fire, but you smell all purpley. You don't even smell like grape. You smell purple.
Purpley. Oh my god. Oh my god. It
smell like grapes in here. No, I smell like purple in here.
Sound like what that Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah, that was
I got some orange juice, some Sunny D, and some purple stuff.
I want that purple stuff.
Want that purple stuff.
I still to this day think that was Kool-Aid. They just didn't want to say it. That was Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, definitely. Kool-Aid, purple stuff.
Nah, nigga, I don't know Sunny D. I want that purple stuff.
Purple stuff. What else do we have? We talked about WandaVision. We talked about we will be bringing back Geek History of the Week, doing a little retooling. But as many know, starting next Monday, kicks off 28 days of Black cosplay. If you want to be featured for 28 days of Black cosplay, you can go to our Facebook page, Blerd'S Eyeview, and give us some of your information. You can also DM myself, Chris Gully.
Slide in them DMs.
Slide in the DMs. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Or we'll probably just drop the email in there, and you can just go in there. We're figuring it out. But we want you to be featured. I didn't do it last year. I didn't do it last year because, well, it was too much shit going on.
That been Rona.
Yeah. But this year, with the absence of a convention for the entire year going on anyway, this was probably the best time for you to create some new cosplays. And I've seen several cosplayers really put in work.
So they should be showcased, divined, and put on a pedestal.
Right. And back from her mission, our very own cosplay diva, Candy D. Candy B. What's going on?
That Candy with an I or a Y, because one of the other is a stripper's name.
Oh, you should have. Me and her discussed her
for a while.
And I'm like, I would have said Candy Moon, but it sounds too Pornhub.
It sounded very OnlyFans, so we're like, let's not do that. Come to the stage.
All right, all you nasty porno motherfuckers, get y'all greasy hands together for Candy. You gotta leave it Mike Candy.
So
you do have to say it just like that.
Get your dollars out. I know they all sticky and warm, but put your hands together for Candy Moon.
The DJ is just like the most underrated person in the strip club to me, because I'm like, you hype the girls up, you get the ambiance set, like without the DJ.
Come out their pockets.
Yeah. It's right. Like, coming to the stage is Candy Moon. Like, there's no.
Well, it still sounded good when you said it.
All right, you guys, now coming to the stage, we got Candy Moon. Put your money together, your dollars, your one. Throw some change if it's strange.
And then he comes out as like some 65-year-old wrinkled woman.
There's still like a niche for that, you know what I mean?
Back in the day.
That's called page 176.
Well, I mean, if you 60-something and you look like Angela Bassett, I'm gonna still give you some money.
Exception to the rule. Exception.
When you got women that are on their way to 60, 70, and they Regina Kings, and these are women 40 plus that are looking better than ones going into their 20s. I'm gonna pay to see y'all.
I can't even say Regina King or Regina Hall. I just say the Reginas.
The Reginas, because how are they both fine? How they both?
That'd be a good ass movie though.
The Reginas, I would watch it. Yeah, oh my God. If they were like cousins or something, and then they did like maybe like a road trip or something, just shenanigans along the way, I'd watch that all day long.
Oh yeah, one is straight laced.
Oh yeah, wow. I would love that. And then for like a change of plan, I'd like King to be the wild one. And Hall to be the one that's like, we need to get our shit together. That would be so funny. It would be so different.
So we went over some stuff before we'll get your sit rep from your mention later on, but we went over some things
just from some hobo things you broke.
Yeah, some hobo things. Well, we saved some of the good stuff before you came.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
So DC was talking about his Xbox, and he got his Xbox in. We talked about Jason Collier.
Yo, you gotta put some respect on his name, Jason Collier.
Collier, there you go. Collier, the baby.
Is that a condiment? What would you like? Yes, I'll take the Jason Collier.
Well, apparently, so did 18 other women.
A lot of other women was getting his condiments every night because he has 15 wives, 3 girlfriends, and I don't even know. It's hard to keep up.
It's really
stupid.
I've never seen anything like that in my entire life.
It's so weird.
Never seen it like to this level, but I can't help it because every once in a while I call it like, I don't know, like my inner slave gets angry because I'd be like, if this was somebody of color, would this be a story that was just as sensationalized and interesting to this point? Because sometimes when they do stuff, it's not ghetto, it's not trashy. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, watch, they're gonna make a Lifetime movie about this dude. He finna have interviews. It's finna be all this sensational shit. But meanwhile,
if it was somebody of color, they would have been on Maury.
Now we all know Devontae that worked at the gas station on Martin Luther King Drive in 5th. Already live a life like that, and he's not going to have all of this sensation about it. But you know why? Because
he wasn't a sheriff neither.
Well, that part too.
He just out here trying to give gas.
He didn't have two missing on top of that either.
I was like,
allegedly.
Oh, I just got your text, Chris. Sorry.
Don't.
Yeah, I was coming. I had to wrap up stuff for work, but.
So
that's what Jason Collier said.
That's what he's saying to all those girls every night. I gotta wrap up stuff for work.
I'm up here wrapping up for work. I'm up here wrapping up for work.
He had all types of lies going on.
The literal wrap up.
Like
and then there's no way
you're like this week. I can't see you for the next couple months because I'm going to be in Iraq.
And then it reminds me of this episode of like Fix My Life with Iyanla, and there was a dude up there that had like 35 baby mamas and 60,000 babies, right?
Oh, that dude, yeah.
That guy, hella kids, right? And I'm thinking, okay, it's one thing maybe. It's one thing when you're maybe girl number 2 or 3, but when I'm the girl number 17, or even the 8th one, there's no way with female intuition and stuff that you did not even catch something was off. There's no way. Like, how dumb can all the rest be?
I thought just because he had 1,000 diapers, I thought he was just donating them.
I swear to God, I'm like, this is trash. Yeah. But I'm gonna watch the movie though.
He had a minivan limo. Like, what was you thinking he was doing?
He picked you up, and there was car seats in the back.
I think he got an RV he drives around town.
And you said nothing
in his life.
None of it makes sense. None of it. But
not one part of it. And I'm just like,
it is.
Child, couldn't be us. That's all I'm gonna say. It couldn't be us. That would not have been cute.
The rules do not apply to us in that fashion.
Nah.
I don't care what level of peace we may get to or may not get to. The rules will not change.
No, it's the same thing going in the news right now with that football player who apparently beat the brakes off his girl. Yeah. And well, they're saying apparently, allegedly, all this stuff, but I'm like, why is he not got yet?
No, there's no allegedly to this one.
He's gonna take the allegedly off this one. He beat her, choked her, almost left her. He thought she was dead. The nigga went back and ate dinner. And when she came to, he said, "Oh, I thought you were dead." Fuck allegedly. That motherfucker got to die tonight.
I feel that way all day long.
If y'all want to, y'all can say, "Oh, he made a threat." I'm fucking threatening that nigga's life. If he ever something like that, you can't do that. There's no allegedly.
And then now they talking about he was off his meds, and I'm like, child, I got not trying to hear that.
They iron bullets. That is good. Iron is good for your soul.
He went back to the bathroom. Is that 2/3 cup of? Never mind. I'll be back. I'll figure it out. Make yourself dinner. Cooked for yourself.
You thought she was dead. You went back and started eating your Salisbury steak dinner.
No,
like
you
this.
didn't say encore.
Like you was just like, oh damn, this steak is good. Oh, you still alive? Oh shit. It was like, no, fuck that. You got to die tonight.
I definitely think there needs to be extreme consequences for it, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Ray Rice. Ray Rice.
Man.
His girlfriend, I don't condone that neither. But at the same time,
rules need to be applied.
Absolutely.
Never play again. They exiled his black ass.
You took his entire career away, and you should be doing the same thing.
I'm just all about keeping the same energy, so it's hard for me when stories from the other side come out because I'm like, all right, like I want the crowd coming in with the pitchforks and I want the torches. I want them to get that same energy.
Bow down to him. That's what this started over.
Well, that's where I think where they're saying the meds are coming in because they figure, well, somebody sane wouldn't say something like that. And I'm like, not necessarily so.
So Walter Farrell's was fucked up back in the day?
Apparently so. They were off their meds.
He won't bow down to me.
Look, I'm not.
I want him at the top of the pyramid.
Because who else do we know that's very famous that be on meds and we ain't heard one fucking instance about him putting his hands on nobody? Kanye motherfucking West. Not one. And we know he's out of it. Not
you ain't got
one.
the answer, but I ain't gonna never hit nobody. Like
we ain't even heard an inkling of him being verbally abusive, physically abusive. Not one fucking time.
No, so everything's inward. He just talks crazy.
He just talks and gets on Twitter. So I'm like, I'm sorry. Go ahead and throw him under the bus. Like it's bullshit.
You got to die because that's
right.
Unacceptable.
So Brady, we've been off for about a month. We took like a month break. We took a holiday.
We did.
Break. What did you do?
Did you lose your beach house? Is your wife leaving you because your headphone is down? Because there's white people going crazy about that right now. Oh my god, my beach house. Oh, she's gonna leave me. My kids can't go to private
Not
school.
my beach house.
Like
my brownstone. No.
I gotta trade in 2 Basquiat paintings that I stole that's worth $1 million. Oh god.
Well, what I've been doing, y'all, seen the work I've been putting in the gym. Your girl's been getting the gym on, so that's been a huge thing. But outside of gymming and making sure that my son stays mentally making sure he stays mentally and emotionally stable, because I've been hearing some stories, unfortunately, with some other friends where their kids are going through, and I don't think that's talked about enough across the board.
As far as the pandemic
and then when you grow up and you're a child of color, you're not talking about that stuff a lot in the household for a lot of us. How you're getting through things is remembering certain scenes from movies that you had to watch, or maybe something you learned at school. Right. The movies are our way of emotionally connecting with each other. You're not really getting these type of talks from elders in the household or whatever else.
Let's watch Roots.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't think it was appropriate for me to watch that.
Sit down and watch Roots. The whole
thing. And then growing up a military brat, my dad's way of connecting was like, well, we'll watch Roots or watch Boys in the Hoods, but let's watch Platoon too. Because for some reason, a 13-year-old girl needs to watch this. And I'm like, this is
Platoon?
Yes, I watched. I was like 13. I was 13, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm 35 and I ain't watching Platoon like that.
No, trust me. After that,
no wonder you fucked up.
Exactly. Doesn't it all make sense now? Doesn't it all connect now?
I didn't mean to say that out loud, but shit.
I'm like, I just had come off watching Beverly Hills Troop Mom, which is a bomb film, and then you watch that.
They're making a sequel.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I don't understand. But anyway, just making sure that I'm on top of it with my kids, since I've been hearing some just really sad stories about how other people's kids are feeling. And I feel like that's a full-time job anyway, because at the end of the day, anybody who's dealing with this pandemic and you got children, you realize very quickly you're not a psychologist, you are not a teacher. This is not something that most of us know how to do naturally.
They do not get paid enough to do
at all. What are you talking about? Like, not at all. To deal with these different personalities.
Out my pockets, like, hey man, I got $5 for you, man. You take these kids, man.
That's when
it's just a lot.
That's when you get out the car. You be like, "Where you going, Dad? Hold on, I gotta go in here and talk to your teacher." We're like, "Hey man, here, you know
I got this one to get in the car, man. I got
get it on me.
Listen.
And fill the tank up, man. It's all
fill it up. That's a full-time job within itself. And then just personally building the brand with Blerd'S Eyeview, doing my thing with my other podcast, The Triangle, which I'm very happy you guys like the logo and all that stuff because that's been really cool. Shout out to Terry Huddleston. I mean, to watch that man work in real time, and it was everything I wanted it to be. There's nothing like when you're a creative person to see somebody get your vision and then they're like, here, and you're like, yes, that's it. That's it. You're like, you get me. Yeah. So that's cool. And then still doing my Golden Goddess thing. We're definitely going to get these mood boosting kits off the ground. So I'm excited to finish that up.
Mood boosting kit.
I will tell you, DC.
Being a Sagittarius,
my daughter-in-law is watching. No, she's watching. She wants. So I want her to know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. You can't give it all. You got to do a little appetizer. Get you ready for the full meal. So the mood boosting kits.
Women get it because I know guys ain't getting it.
Oh well, you know, some men could be interested in boosting their mood too. But we're gonna primarily, you know, be catering to the female since we're Golden Goddess as a brand. So anyway, we're curating right now different oils for aromatherapy, different crystals for different healing, and getting that into candles, oils, and some other goodies we're going to put in a box. Now, my idea originally came from thinking about the pandemic. And if zombies were to come, I was like, man, you would really need like a survival kit. I know. Wait a minute. Follow me.
Oh, no, we're not judging.
No, I'm the fucking him. Hold on. What do you mean? You're not judging.
I can tell DC was like, wait a minute. No.
Why the hell do you be like, oh, yeah, I want to get candles and therapy. But if zombies come, you need a survival kit.
No, right. No, stay with me. Like, that stay with me. I'm gonna break it down because my mind's
I have to hear.
So when I thought about the pandemic, and I was like,
you ever need.
There we go.
I can see a spirit, but what am I doing? Candles and aromatherapy. Hey, zombie, hold on before you kill me.
Molotov cocktail.
No, it's the idea that came from not using that as one. So I thought about like, damn, what would be in like my zombie survival kit? And then I said it would be cool if people had survival kits for different situations they're going through. So you have a breakup survival kit. You have, you know, you just got married and you're trying to like have that first year be good as a survival kit. Just things that can help you shift your mood and set intentions, which a lot of these crystals and oils and different smells have been proven to do. So I thought putting that in a box, getting affirmation cards, working with people that are into energetic healing. They do their own thing with card readings, which is, you know, for some people, for others, they may not need it. But I like the idea of creating a community for women where we could have things like this for ourselves that are tangible and that are just really cute and fun to use. And then I'm going to be really excited about the different sex kits that I'm going to make because I'm really into having one that's like dick appointment and having all type of fun stuff in there for that. I'm not. Well, you might want some anointed baby wipes for that ass. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to have something like that. Come on now. Yes, Lord. You will open.
So the breakup, I'm curious about the breakup kit. What is that? Like an Erykah Badu CD, a fifth of wine?
Listen. I'm not going to tell you everything
candles, like black love candles.
We're still curating the kits, but the main bread and butter of a lot of them are going to be, you're going to get an oil, you're going to get a crystal, and you're going to have a candle, and then some other things that go along with it. And we're also going to shift that to zodiac signs because I know a lot of people are big into their zodiac signs, even if you don't go by everything, you know, by the books. I'm not that person, but there is some stuff that I can say, you know what? I know you are Sagittarius. Some of that stuff is just true.
I am impatient.
There's something to it. For the longest time, as because Terry and I were talking about this, and like you said, for the longest time, people have been ruled by the moons and the stars, even how they were figuring out stuff with the pyramids or different artists that went by constellation. So there's something there. It may not be something you want to rule your everyday life with, but I do believe in it a bit. So we're going to make different kits for your zodiac signs because there are different things when it comes to smells, colors, even foods that they say are related to how you should treat yourself based off your sign. And I just find the science behind it to be very interesting. So it'll be fun to just bust out all these kits throughout the year and just be able to help shift people's moods and help some other people bust the wide open with the dick appointment kit. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited for that. The box is going to vibrate when you get it.
You get them.
Oh my God.
So that's what I've been up to.
Okay. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty dope. And I like that idea because
I'm with you.
Yeah, because you have a lot. I see posts on Facebook and Instagram and
oh my God, I'm about
Twitter.
to lose my beach house and my wife and everything, and my motherfucking.
You know what they needed, DC? They needed a mood boosting kit because had they had a kit, they would have been able to survive.
And I've seen and it's funny you mention this because I do see a lot of females, saying, I am not feeling driven today. I am not feeling like doing this cosplay today. I don't feel like doing this, and it's draining. And it's not just, as a cosplayer, and you can, confer with this. There's times where you're just like, I don't have the energy for this right now.
Right. You're just looking at all your supplies like, am I really going to finish this shit?
Yeah. So
I'm tired.
And so, I've seen, and last year, I've seen a lot of females say that. I haven't seen a lot of guys say anything. I think it's just for guys, it's just we just kind of grin and bear it. We'll deal with it. I mean, if you're a gamer, you're just like, I've been indoors anyway, so I don't give a shit.
It's also how society has conditioned you guys too, because you're not praised for expressing yourself in an emotional way, because then you're too emotional, and then you're acting like a girl, which is insulting women on top of insulting that man. Because it's like, what's wrong with acting like a girl? So but that's a whole nother thing. That's another show. Women are really going through it, and we've noticed in the separate conversations we're having with them, even if you don't believe your mood changes because Mercury's in retrograde or has micro braids or whatever may be going on. The point is, I
don't think that's
different things are proven to shift your mood, even when they do marketing. And there's a reason why the golden arches of McDonald's is like yellow, and they use yellow, oranges, and reds for food.
Oh yeah.
Same thing at the hospital. Yeah. So if there's something behind that shifts your mind and can shift your energy to be like, you know what, I'm hungry. It is honestly the same thing for anything visual, something tangible you can hold, and things that you can smell. Because I used to have really bad panic attacks, and I would have to ground myself. I'd have to get tossed with it. I'm like, I need to be centered because I feel like I am having the outer body experience right now. So I'd always want to try to grab onto something or have some smell that would take me out of where I was mentally. So when I realized, okay, if I can do that and I'm just winging it, trying to solve my own problems, I never went to a doctor for or whatever, because I was like, I got this shit. I'm a Black woman. I can take it all. Yeah, I was like,
that's another conversation.
Right. A whole nother problem. So then when I actually started seeking professional help and realizing, you know what, this candle mixed with my own meditation and standing still, this is working for me. It's been 2 years and I haven't had a panic attack. So there's something there. So what'd you say?
What's the candle?
Oh, it's different candles that I started making myself and ones that I would buy. So I ain't gonna give away the secret sauce. But
so because she's figured out the dynamic, and she's figured out her formula for all that. But something you put up the other day, and I put up a meme behind it. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you how to make an omelet. That's just all it is.
I can't do it. That's what I should have been learning how to do the quarantine, because I'm like,
omelet.
Every time it's scrambled eggs for years. I have tried for years.
I'm talking shit like I can make an omelet. You can't make a motherfucking omelet.
That was you can't play spades. And I'm like, no.
I can't make an omelet either.
No. Every time I can flip a pancake, you've seen my food. I can cook. I can't make an omelet, and I don't understand.
I'm coming to the house so we can
show you
how to make an omelet.
Like, help me. Where is it at, DC?
I didn't get it yet.
You gotta find it.
Shit. Oh man, speaking of which, I'm like, I need a plug or something, because our rest in peace, our PS4 is done for. So I'm I'm trying not to pull the trigger right. I'm trying not to pull the trigger just to get another one because I can, because my son wants to hold out for the 5. And I'm like, look, I don't know who has it, when it's gonna be.
Stock app.
Hot stock? Okay.
Yeah. All it is, and I'll swear by it, because it got me where I'm at. I say that like it was a motherfucking mentor.
You really did.
I felt like it was one of them rehab commercials.
You did. It got me through. I'm better now.
No, it's pretty much an app.
It's made me.
You pretty much what you're looking for. You can sign up for it. It can send you alerts. So whenever there's stock that comes in, it'll send you an alert to go to whatever store it is. You click on that store and it take you directly to their site, directly to just that thing.
Nice.
So that's how I got
I'm gonna have to get into that because I need one. And I'm like, he's on it more than me with his friends, but when I am on it, it's just like I feel like everybody needs a game system in their house. I'm like, I don't feel right without one.
Yeah.
I just feel so behind the curve. Then I feel bad because I'm like, dang, you can't, go live with your friends. And I'm just like, it sucks for him right now.
Yeah, it's a rough time for a lot of
exactly. I'm like, these kids need it. Now, as much shit as some people would talk about us being into video games or being in front of these screens or whatever, it's survival now because they can't see each other.
Here's how I look at it. I'm not running the streets. I'm not killing nobody. I'm not out here doing nothing weird. I'm just playing a game with people I know and I've known my whole life. Hell, I've met some people on the Xbox that I probably never meet in my life, but they cool as hell.
Listen, and then he's a functioning adult. He has a beautiful wife and kids.
Am I a functioning adult?
I don't even know.
I have a wife and kids. Let's go with that. I don't know about the function.
Don't ruin this, DC. He has a wife and kids, which proves that your social life is not ruined because
you're work every day. I pay my bills. I am a functioning adult. I haven't lost my beach house in Laguna.
And you mean on
the rental home in Calabasas is still there? You're good.
What house should I go to this weekend on Grand Theft Auto?
Oh yes, a hoe to beat up.
A hoe to beat up.
I have a bank to rob this weekend.
Hello, madam.
I have this whole heist plan, and it's going to go off beautifully.
Without a hit. Clear my schedule.
Now wait a minute. With GTA, did y'all ever like really follow the storylines, or were y'all like, look, I'm getting these stars up? No. Same. I'm like, how many?
To this day,
I want to hear them choppers.
Like, the thing I love about Grand Theft Auto 5 is it's pretty much a living world. You can just go out there and be who you want to be, beat up who you want, steal money, like just cause chaos. So that's my thing. Anybody who knows me, that's my thing.
This has been the MO for Grand Theft Auto. I've been there from the beginning. And that's all me.
Rough with the block hands, everybody's hands like this. Trying to hold
and that's all me and my
give
brother
me money, see?
No, not only that, we had the Bird's Eye View. We had the Bird's Eye View.
Yeah, that was up top with the weird ass map at the bottom, little circle.
Yep. And I swear, all the versions me and my brother played, that's all we did. Fuck the mission. Let's see if we can we would steal a car and cause massive chaos.
Yep.
Just to see how many police, and then we got into the police, and then we got into the SWAT team, and then we get into the army, and then we were like, find the paint shop first, and then cause all that hell, speed off, raise more hell.
There was nothing more satisfying than being like, we got away with this shit. Like, then when the copper, like you don't hear the choppers anymore, like you're like, wow. We really did this. I really got to be a grandma, a pimp.
Died down, and we got away with it.
Yeah, that's what you wait for, is to die down.
Say that. I'm not gonna say that out loud. You know how many people I've killed on Grand Theft Auto?
You were just about to say, you know how many people you've killed.
Me and my brother would get mad.
Because it's so bad. Like you be like, imagine that conversation. You sitting somewhere and you hear two people talking. They're like, man, you know how many people I killed last night? Like, oh, shit, this nigga out here killing people, not knowing the context of what they talking about is the game. This nigga's a whole serial killer.
I think my favorite thing about the game is when you can like literally see a car, and I'm like, I like that car, and you just run up behind it at a red light. You're like, get the fuck out, and you just start wailing.
I need this.
But when
you're not trying to run anybody over. You're not trying to run anybody over, and you're like, well, there's murder. Might as well keep on going.
I had an old lady with my ass. I'm like, look, you earn your car. Like, I'm a fall back.
Dude. He's like, hey man, you're not taking my shit. Get back here.
Or when you kill somebody on the street and you hear like someone screaming and they're running away, and I don't know.
That was complete accident.
But it's hilarious. In a game setting, it's funny.
Like you bump into somebody and they be like, hey man, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah. Oh, we doing that today.
I'm walking here.
I'm fighting you now. I was gonna mind my business, but now I feel like I gotta whip your ass. So let's do this then.
So we're not alone. I've always heard that story more of people just not following mission.
No.
Then I would have been like, oh, we're gonna plan this heist. I'm online playing this planning this heist. You would get a bunch of Leroy Jenkins. Oh, fuck the heist.
Leroy Jenkins.
We're not into it. I think we did like halfway through a mission one time, and me and my brother were playing. I was just like, shit's boring as fuck. Like, I had a better time. We were just doing us. I don't want to listen to these people talk. I don't want any of this. I just want to get those stars up. 5 stars. Let's go.
I just want to get some chicken.
Here's what I like about Grand Theft Auto 5. Because like I said, it's a pretty much a living, breathing world when you're online. So it's like 30, 40, 50 people in this lobby and everybody's just going about their day and living their life and trying to run their nightclub and little like this nightclub on there. There's arcade.
This world is stupid.
Pizza shops and shit. So like everybody's just clucking chicken and shit. Just everybody just doing their normal thing. And then you have somebody like me who's just riding around, just shooting shit up and
just shooting
shit up and just knocking off trucks and taking people's money.
Like, can we get the tank? Can we get the tank? How do we get the tank?
I've only had it like twice.
Yeah. Like, this one got
jets, a tank
like
twice.
Fighter jets, tanks, and all this, like hover cars and fucking like motorcycles that fly with rockets. So I'm just, just driving around.
Every Fifth Element, I feel it. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. We did the same thing with
this game.
We did the same thing. Yeah, causing chaos. It's the same thing with the open world Spider-Man games. You just
they're so beautiful.
Like, you should have never gave me a whole open world to do this shit. Now
give me your bag. Spider-Man. Shut up. Give me your bag. I need this.
I think the funniest is Spider-Man shit that be coming up in these memes are when they're basically like, so when you're web swinging and you don't really see anything above you, like, what are you actually attaching to? And just seeing the different things people try to attach to.
I'm like, in Central Park.
What are they doing?
And there was nothing there, so I'm just like running through Central Park because I couldn't have.
You can't.
I'm just like,
when you watch a film or the TV show and Peter just jumps off a building, I'm like, okay, so there was not. What did you get? What did you grab to? I'm like, turn my brain off, because when you're a kid, you're not questioning that.
Because physically,
but when you're older, you're like, pause.
Like physics does not allow me to think that
in the middle of the ocean,
parallel to the building,
in the middle of the ocean, DC, and they're like, let's get like, no, you can't hang unless you got the Iron Spider thing. But I'm like, but you not. This doesn't make sense, but it's like, let me turn my brain off, because I don't know. And Mary Jane was so fucking toxic. I was watching clips where her ass jumped off a building and he caught her. And then he's like, what, Mary Jane? What, after he asked her to marry him?
Okay,
she's like, why did you do it? She's like, I just want to make sure that you catch me every time I fell. Bitch.
There's a dude named Ace.
After all of what I've been doing, wasn't enough?
You are crazy. I'm like, at that moment. Yes, oh my God, his videos.
He had that Mary Jane. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I just want to see if he's gonna catch me. Bitch, you toxic. I ain't gonna catch you every time. I ain't gonna do it like that. I got shit to do.
Like, that should have been what the reality, kind of like those YouTube videos that say how the movie should have ended. Those are how those episodes should have ended.
Yeah, because Mary Jane was just like getting herself in some weird shit.
Weird ass, like between her and Lois Lane.
Her and Lois Lane was like the worst.
But see, Lois Lane was more like, I can handle it. I'm still gonna talk shit, but
after the 100th fall, bitch, you can't handle it. Like, you are falling.
Like, the Nigerian one was right. Had a gun in your head. I'm pretty sure.
You're like, who's the user here in this relationship? You know,
just like Lois Lane, Mary Jane.
Lois Lane and Spider-Man.
I'm gonna bust in Lex Luthor's office and talk shit to him, because I know he can't.
Then once he throw me out
Clark is gonna be there
screaming. And I'm like, they clearly, Peter Parker, Lois Lane, and I'll throw Superman in there. They all have codependency issues, obviously. Scott Summers as well. Like, you have codependency issues. You should be able to be without this person without causing, like, Scott must be a Sagittarius, because he is problem. Matt, you know, I'm gonna look that shit up. I need to know. We said we were gonna do a Zodiac superhero episode.
We need to.
We need to figure this out. What was he?
Now, which
version? He had cancer because he a crybaby.
No, he was at the end of He was a Capricorn. It don't matter. He was still a Capricorn.
It don't matter. The squad he was with don't matter. Leadership don't matter. He said no matter what universe he was in. He was a Capricorn.
All the Scott Summers. I don't care which universe.
All the Scott Summers.
They were all bitches. All of them. Scott Summers.
And you're trying to figure out how his offspring was more badass.
Yeah, like, how's your kids braver than you, nigga?
You know who I thought that of? I finally, Corey Kenshin, he's one of my favorite people on YouTube. Love that kid. I'm like, if I was younger, I would be in your inbox. He's legal, so don't come at me. But he is. He's like 27 or something. I was like, you're still too young for me. But anyway, I'll watch people's like walkthroughs, run through some videos, because if they're entertaining, I'll watch the whole thing. So he was playing MK11. And Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage's daughter was up there, and she was a badass bitch. I meant to post the video because I'm like, what? Because the story mode on those type of games are more interesting to me than GTA. Yeah. So I'm like, oh man, like you go harder than your parents, and your parents go hard. So I'm like, maybe that's just the thing across the board, where if I am the child of fucking, what is it, Talia and Bruce, like I better be the shit.
Oh, Damien.
I got no choice. You know what I mean?
Well, look at Damien. Yeah, look at Damien. Damien was 11 years old. He was like, Dad, I've killed more people.
Like, man, listen. Like Damien, we're going to get you a babysitter. Bitch, ain't no babysitter. I'm grown.
I'm the leader of the Teen Titans. And
yeah, what you mean?
And the leader shadow.
And all Bruce can say.
Damien for sure says nigga. He for sure says nigga.
Yeah. And I'll let him get away with it because I don't want to break my kneecap.
You check him. I ain't gonna say shit.
Hey, DC, you a broke nigga, man, but I like you. Thank you, Damien.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne.
I'll face that.
I'll do anything else.
I appreciate you, Mr. Wayne.
I sure was glad you ain't gonna break my knees.
Oh shit!
And all Bruce could do was like, maybe I should get him a dog. You think a dog is gonna help?
Bruce was the worst father up there with Goku. As far as
Goku. Yeah, Goku was a bad dad.
Goku is the worst.
Goku left. Piccolo was Gohan's dad for real.
I'm like, why do you have kids?
She was like, Goku, you want to watch your son? Nah, I want to go fight. Piccolo,
did you see I'm trying to fight? What?
I gotta be the strongest on earth.
Well, I gotta drink this tea because I'm about to be screaming for 6 hours.
Just make the kid go to school.
That's literally the training.
And that's why.
Folks really be squatting and screaming.
And that's why. And think about it. Think about it. All this time.
That's how I got in shape in the gym. I've just been screaming and squatting.
Right. And think about all this time. Check it out. And all this time that Goku was training, and then you see Vegeta say stuff like, "You're the son of Kakarot. You can't fight." Well, fuck no, because Goku didn't show him shit.
Hell no. But the thing about Vegeta was a bad parent too. Vegeta wasn't the greatest dad ever.
But you know what? Vegeta seemed to me where it was like,
he just didn't get enough love.
I was with him. I was like, you're trying. You know what I'm saying? And there's some moments where you were the one with the most sense outside of your pride. Your pride gets you every time, right? Your pride gets your ass beat every single time.
I'm the Prince of Saiyans. I can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Help.
Every time.
They got me down.
He seemed to be like a decent husband. Like Bulma was like abusive.
Here's the problem.
This Bulma said, "I'm gonna put this box on you, and you gonna shut the fuck
Listen,
up."
What? Yeah, she was the queen of all Saiyans. My nigga Vegeta. Think about Vegeta's story arc. He started as the Prince of all Saiyans, arrogant as hell. Look at him now. This nigga got a motherfucking mustache and a dad bod.
Not a dad bod.
Talking about I was the Prince of all Saiyans.
He's probably one loss. He's probably one loss away from like Hercule.
He's sounding that nigga in the barbershop that talk about how he could have been like a pro, could have won pro, and I could have been.
I could have been a first Super Saiyan.
I used to do this. And, all right, okay.
Yeah, I taught that boy how to do that. You know.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you could have did that before Goku. All right, yeah. Word.
Like,
and then how embarrassing to have that kind of like Batman and Joker relationship with Goku, in the sense of you can never get away from each other. You always have some type of beef with him, but you can't beat him. And sometimes it come down to, but can you beat my ass? So that's what a lot of stuff comes down to.
That's why I like Goku, because he knew couldn't nobody beat his ass, but he was still
right. But you can't beat my ass. So and it did
really goofy and greedy. Goku was serious was when he was fighting.
Right.
Like, my nigga was
Goku could go to court and wouldn't take that shit seriously. But training.
He's like, what? They do this here?
Are you gonna beat my ass, nigga? Let's go. Let's work, boy.
I've been here since you were 6. What the fuck?
Yo, did you say Scott was a Capricorn?
Yeah.
You're right.
I told you he's a bitch. I mean,
oh my God, he was right.
I was playing. I know my nigga. He wasn't no Sagittarius.
I am so mad at you being right. Charles Xavier was an Aries, so Chris, I don't. That's cute.
Capricorn, Tyrese. So there you go.
No, you mean Cyrese Gibbons? Do you know have the nerves that Negro had the nerves like 6 days after announcing a divorce with his wife to talk about how he wanted to get the ex-wife back underneath Kirk Franklin's post out of all the posts to be in the comments of Mr. Franklin's aka Plies post. And then
he's like, this is the kind of love I want with you. I didn't want my baby.
I just want my baby. Anna Maney. I just want my baby.
Like, Gene, what more do you want from me?
Oh my God, that was literally Scott every time. And I'm like, not only does Gene have to have that fire cat, but literally fire cat. But I'm just like, right, like Gene still smells like Logan, and you talking about let's just work this out.
I didn't want my baby.
Like Canadian.
Like you are simping. God. I'm like,
I told you, man. I said I did not like Scott Summers at all as a character, as a leader.
No, there's some storylines within the comics.
It's only some storylines. It's only some storylines where. Just ain't that he ain't.
Chris, he don't want to listen to us, Chris.
No,
I'm
not saying
this is for us.
Is a badass.
That's for y'all.
I'm saying that there are some storylines where they make him a badass, but it never lasts.
But it doesn't sell. It's a hard sell. Once you've already created a character,
like
that's fucking annoying.
In a motherfucking action movie. That's what Scott Summers. It's Michael Jackson in the action movie.
We like leave Michael alone.
Michael Jackson being Judge Dredd. That's how I see Scott Summers.
When Scott Summers finally realized
that movie was good though.
When Scott Summers finally realized that Magneto was right, and he literally said Magneto was right, and you know Magneto was like, "Nigga, really? You just now figured that out? Like for real?"
Ooh, they say Nightcrawler is a Libra. I can get with it. Magneto a Scorpio. Surprise. Wow, that's a hard sell.
Didn't see that coming.
Didn't see that at all. I find all that Zodiac stuff so interesting.
What about Wolverine?
Well, let's see. What are you, Logan? Besides fine as hell. He's one of the few short men, because of course in the comic books you short as hell, but because of Hugh Jackman, everybody's like, this is Wolverine. I'm like, honey, if you saw him in real life, you'd be swiping left like, you too short. Like, I don't like that. Oh my God.
My cousin Logan.
I hate you so much.
So you're telling me those are tire tracks?
Do the whole speech at the end.
Are you sure? Well, how do you know?
It's just this car with this tire tread.
They say that he's a Cancer.
Oh,
interesting.
I know cancers are known as like crybabies, and I guess I could kind of see it from like the Tupac perspective, because he was in an interview before saying that the reason he comes off like he does is because he's like sensitive. Like I care a lot, so I come off like this. So maybe Logan's such a badass because really deep down you're super sensitive. Maybe it's something like that.
Okay. Well, like when it comes to Gene, especially with the cartoon, you always get.
I just want my baby.
He gets that moment. He gets a moment.
Not the Gene, but even his moment was some fuckboy shit. I'm like, Scott is who you marry. And you just deal with him, and while you're having sex with him, you think about Logan. Like, that's what you do. You do that, and you never tell anybody but your girlfriends at brunch that you do it. Because you can't marry someone like Logan. Logan's going to stress you out. You're all going to end up in a divorce anyway. You'll probably have plenty of kids because he don't seem like to pull out
I can't remember what series that was, but they showed that. Like, it was almost, it's not a what if, but it was something like that where they showed Logan and Jean married, and she's pregnant, barefoot, and he's beer swilling, and it looking like some seedy apartment.
Tell me you couldn't see it. I'm like, I could totally see that. Although I try to like sugar daddy up in that world, so I'd be like, Magneto, what's up? Like, you trying to take care of somebody?
As old as you are, you still ripped, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, you still look good. I see them shoulders, Mag. Listen, what's up? Either him or Beast all day long.
Till Beast is getting on my line.
We would not have a show without at least one quote from Deadpool for a man.
Well, actually,
at least one.
You gotta have at least one quote.
You got to.
You kind of have to do it.
We gotta probably shout out Ryan each time so we can annoy him enough to be like, please talk to DC Ryan, please.
I just want my baby.
I just want my Ryan.
Like, you brought Rick Moranis back, so let's,
Give
that means
us
you can do
something.
anything.
Give
Scott
us free.
Summers is the Rick Moranis of the cartoon world.
Jesus.
I said it.
So Brandy, what are you what have you been watching since our break?
Now,
or what are you watching now?
Well, I'm trying to get back into all my anime stuff because my son's jumped. No, I was a guiding light girl though when soap operas were about. Definitely got into
ghetto turns.
Nah, God, soap operas.
At the Blackberry Inn.
I for whatever reason started getting into Grey's Anatomy, and that was by mistake. It was, how you play something and you're just trying to have background noise. I was playing that, trying to clean and everything else, and then I was like, I got into it. Now,
fucking the nurse, I gotta see this more.
No, I can't get with it. The two main characters have no chemistry to me. That's not believable. And then, unfortunately, the one lead, because there's two black men as leads, and the one,
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And he's the best actor in the whole fucking show. Does not get to keep going with the show. I don't know what happened, but he's not on the show. I'm just like, damn, you the best actor up here.
Yeah, Isaiah Washington. He said something.
He said some weird off the wall shit.
He said because one of the actors, his name was TJ. The TJ
about gay people.
But you can't do that. That's your career.
He said, and he literally called him a faggot.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He said that.
Well,
he said it just like
that's a wrap.
And I'm like, oh, you didn't say nothing. You just went straight.
All right. You seen him? He was talking for Trump, so that's how low his career got.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, I have not been paying attention to him. Then, damn.
Yeah. Yep, he went there.
That is so unfortunate because he was obviously talented, but I guess common sense ain't common because you don't do that.
Hi, Romeo.
God, man. But anyway, I'm trying to finish newer episodes of Attack on Titan, but I've been caught in this YouTube loop where I'm watching people game. So I'm like, maybe I need to get on Twitch and just support people that way, because I am down a rabbit hole of watching different YouTubers, primarily like black ones, stream anything that they're playing. Resident Evil, Amnesia. I got into like a horror video game thing for some reason, probably because I'll never play them bitches, because I'm like, that's too much for me, especially when you got a game that basically gives you 20 minutes to read through rules and shit in the tutorial because you need to prep, and that already got me stressed out, right? Because I'm like, this is some Assassin's Creed bullshit. I don't want to wait 30 minutes before I can get into. I just want to get into it, but you'll die, right? So there was
you want to live.
Yeah, I'm like, you got to do it. So
Brandy's a horror film person that dies first, because she ain't reading none of the horror film rules.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to be in a horror film. I'm not doing a horror film because I'm black. I'm not trying to see what that noise was. I'm not following bloody footprints. I'm not doing none of that shit. We're not going to stay in a cabin in the woods with like 12 people.
No, right with me, like, oh, hey, there's some bloody footprints. Let's go figure it out.
No, or they'll be like, did you hear that?
How many guns you got on you? Oh, 0? All right, B, I'm gonna go this way.
And then, especially if there's already like
about your pale ass on the newspaper.
Listen, and there's already like a spiritual background to a place, so you ain't fighting those spiritual shit with guns.
They say that this was desecrated Indian burial ground. Well,
every time they say, "Why did we drive out here?" And it's like, "Oh, we gotta find Catherine." No, we don't.
That's how it gets started. Like, oh, I gotta take a piss. Can we pull over? Oh, weird Indian
or no, wait. Or weird stuff happens, like a deer comes out of nowhere and the car swerves. Or there's always that weird shit, like something's dead in the beginning, and it's like, this is setting the tone of some bullshit, and y'all are still going down that path. It always
starts off, we're going camping for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
No,
not at all.
Not at all. But watching Corey,
I think we've been in the
woods. It don't even go together. But watching Corey Kenshin play through MK made me be like, damn, I really would like not so much the movie that I'm looking forward to, but I love to just watch this drag out into a series. I'd watch it all day, even if it was animated like that, because it was so fucking interesting, especially when Liu Kang and Raiden merged. I was like, oh my God, hello.
What I've noticed about a lot of video games is that their cutscenes are they're just getting better. They're just getting better.
Phenomenal.
Even in 2K, it got Damon Houston in it. It got Jesse Williams. Like, we talking about some real actors.
Actual actors.
Yeah, when I saw Jesse Williams, I was like, oh, y'all paying money. I feel
like I seen what was it, the Justice? What was it? The what was that? Not the Justice League game. I can't remember the DC Universe game they had.
No, yeah, it's still going.
Not the DC Universe actual online game.
I'm gonna get my charger real quick. Hold on.
It was the other one they had, and they had all the cutscenes like put together on YouTube. And I just sat back. It was like a 2-hour movie.
Oh, that's Injustice.
Yeah.
One and two.
Yeah. It was a whole movie. It was a whole movie.
Because what they did was they had the game and then they had cutscenes before and after.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much as a story. It's like Mortal Kombat story. That's what they did. They chose to make it like, all right, here's Superman. Lois died. Now he's going crazy, and here's how you got to fight through the different scenes and different people
and
to see.
Just like my wife was like, "What movie is this?" I'm like, "It's not. It's from a game."
And that's crazy because I actually watched it too.
Yeah, I'm like, I sat back, watched the entire thing. He kills the
Joker in the first one. At the end of the first one. And the second one, he's fighting, I believe it's Batman and him and Wonder Woman and Superman are together.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, they're just interesting. You know, the graphics alone is what win you over. That's what wins you over in the first place. But good Lord. I can go on for those.
Speaking of watching, man, and shout out to HBO Max because I've seen the Flash Paradox, like all those animated movies.
Oh, that is great. That's actually what was the last one they did?
Justice
League Dark.
I've seen that. Oh,
no, Justice League War. I think War was the last one. That's the one. That one actually ends that in. It turns out all those.
Reign of the Superman. That was good.
When they come back, when they actually do, I think Flash Paradox, everything after Flash Paradox up to Justice League War was one big story arc.
Well, because I know
then they started over.
Because I know the Flash Paradox led in because at the end of that one, was it Flash Paradox? No, it was the Reign of Batman. The Reign of the Superman because Lex was with them, and I think that one led into because I know when you watch the beginning of the Apocalypse one.
Yeah,
Justice League Dark Apocalypse. That's
it. That was it. Yeah,
so,
that's what it was.
And I'm like, okay, because I watched the Dark one first, and I was like, why is Lex with them? It didn't make no sense until I watched Flash Paradox. No, the Reign of Superman, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So I should have watched Death of Superman, and then the Reign of Superman, and then Justice League Dark, because that's when Apocalypse. They found out Apocalypse.
That was kind of like that was kind of like the reboot of it all. Yeah. So in DC, Warner Brothers has always managed, in this conversation always comes up, that they always seem to manage to make great animated films. Great animated shows, period. You know, their shows animated and their movies, animated movies, they're off the wall, off the chart. Even their weakest ones are still really good. You know, so they managed to always hit the nail on the head, and you're just like, this is what I've been looking for. This is how this is supposed to be done. But they can't seem to take that same. It's too late in the game for them to take that same formula and do it for their live action.
Zack Snyder about to do it.
He's probably going to break the mold for a 4-hour film. He's probably going to break the mold.
People's like, we're going to watch all that shit.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm very excited.
Avengers was what, 2.5?
No,
like,
Avengers.
I'm good.
You talking about Endgame? Endgame was 3.
Okay, see, boom.
And I'm that person where it's like, when I know it's a movie I want to see, one, I'm like, I'm not going with people that got kids, or even at the time, my own kid when they were younger, because what's not going to happen is I got to get up and go to the bathroom. Nope. I'm sitting here the whole time. I paid to watch this straight through. I'm watching this shit straight through. Take your own kid to the bathroom, or I give my kid one of those speeches where, like, look, when we get in here, don't say shit to me. Don't touch nothing. Don't have to use the bathroom. Use it twice before we leave. Use it again.
That's a
we have a nice movie theater out here. I don't know what y'all working with there, but our movie theater here is nice. So, I mean, we have wine at our movie theater, okay?
Did you at the Silver Spot? Or was it? Is that
in Great Northern?
Oh,
Great Northern and AMC and Rocky River, they have wine and stuff like that.
But down here in Kent, the floors are sticky, the popcorn's cold, and the juice is hot.
But they're flowing. But the drinks are flowing.
The drinks flow, but they feel warm as I don't know what.
Warm. So we talked earlier about HBO Max releasing their entire slate on for this year. Their entire movie slate on HBO, or not Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is releasing their entire slate of movies that was supposed to come out this year on HBO Max. So now what we seen with Wonder Woman, which I need to get your opinion on. I got DC's.
Well, see, I'm an awful person that still didn't watch it.
Oh, you missed it.
Yeah. I know, I missed it because I remember you telling me when it was about to go out. So I said, all right, let me make sure I get it because I got the app and everything, and I just kept missing the moment to sit down and actually watch it. I know.
You know what's weird? Billy and Mandy. I seen that shit.
Billy and Mandy was really weird.
You thought Billy and Mandy was weird?
No, like just watch the first episode. It's like it just jump in. Like how'd they get grim? Like I can't remember none of this stuff. Like I was watching the first episode, it felt foreign.
It's not foreign.
Like, although what was it? That was like I was watching Kids Next Door, and they showed like a I forgot how raw it was. Like the animation. I forgot how raw the animation was. I was like, I don't remember it being this raw. Yeah.
No,
and but like people was drawn into their backyard.
But it worked. But it worked for that show. Yeah. It worked.
But then we spoiled because like my wife had got like a mini Nintendo, and to go back and see the graphics on that, it's like it just hurted my head. I was like, how the fuck did we play this? Because we didn't know that the TV was different. No, this was the regular Nintendo.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that like I got a Nintendo 64 and got the 64 Mario, and I'm playing it. I'm like, damn, I don't remember the graphics being nearly this bad. Like,
well, that just goes to show you just like the advances that they make. Because even if you play like Mario Paint now or something like that, versus way different. But at the time,
like,
you're like, oh my god,
characters and all this weird shit.
How did I manage?
You know what looks really, really crazy when you look back at it? What is it? The 007, the GoldenEye, I think.
Oh yeah.
Those people look like crazy cardboard box cutouts.
Like,
the faces they put on it, it was like they drew it on latex and just stretched it over.
It's like someone had a stroke.
It's like a leather face. Like
really
bad. It looked horrible.
It was really bad. But
was like this still too.
Everybody's hands was like this. But I have nothing but great memories of playing that game. I'm on a jet ski. Like, this is amazing. No, it's not.
GoldenEye was the shit.
GoldenEye was top fucking tier. Like
GoldenEye was shit, good. And then Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah, it was good too.
Yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies was fun. Probably my most favorite game, 2 games on Xbox was Spawn, because of all the weapons I was getting my hands on.
Spawn was dope.
Yeah, but Punisher was even better.
Oh, look at you.
Punisher was even better because just of the sheer violence I was
just going to say, you don't have problems at all.
Meanwhile,
I'm thinking of like
they give you a choice.
Spectrums.
Do you want to put his head through the arcade or through the pinball machine or through the?
I'm gonna stick to my fire game.
I'll get the fire torch. I want him to confess.
I want him to confess. Oh my god!
Like then I'm taking him out off the block. But
oh
yeah,
you need to lighten that up with a little Ocarina of Time, maybe, or
a little Zelda.
Some Rayman, or lighten that up. A little Crash Bandicoot, nigga. Like
Kirby after that. You gotta play Kirby right after that. Cleanse your palate with a little Kirby.
Come on, DC. Cleanse your. I want that on the shirt right now. Cleanse your palate with a little Kirby. Do you know what I want after I'm on page 187 of Pornhub? I need to cleanse my palate.
Little Kirby.
I played Spyro the Dragon.
You're like, oh my god, why did I just do that?
I played Spyro. Yeah,
Save me with your witchcraft, Kirby.
I played Spyro the Dragon. I played Rayman. I played Crash Bandicoot. I played
Mega Man.
Mega Man. Oh, I mixed it up.
I mixed that up.
Okay, because he's like, yeah, I want the most violent games.
Like, I put his head through somebody's ass, and then I shot him in the face.
And then I slept well the same night with the fan on.
And I went and had some milk and cookies.
And laid down, and it was warm cookies, too soft on the inside.
I slept 8 hours.
I slept a whole 8 hours. Woke up with the birds.
That's that punk ass for you niggas don't get when y'all kill people. I slept.
I slept 8. Thank God for waking me up after I killed people.
Ate a bowl of grits.
Brushed and flossed my teeth after killing people.
Oh man!
And I said hi to the flower girl on the way to work.
Oh my God! Well, before we wrap this up, we're coming into February, and for us, February is 28 days of Black cosplay.
We're useless. We were useless.
We're useless. But we have 28 days of Black cosplay coming up for February. We will start showcasing cosplayers of color. Which is something
the talent.
I love how she says it.
The talent.
So French. So French. Koye. All right.
Shut up. There we go. Knew it was coming.
Yeah. So if you want to be showcased, and we will seek out some talent as well, and we'll put you on the Blerd'S Eyeview Facebook page, and we will shout you out and show your picture on the show as well. Drop us a line. We will go ahead and take care of that for you. Just
before he follow directions, and don't feel like it has to be like what you envision to be top tier cosplay, because I know a lot of people feel insecure about their cosplay because they didn't spend a lot of money on it, or they don't have the best props. But it's like, no, we want them all. I don't care if you have 50 followers, if you're proud of what you did and you're okay with sharing the pictures, or even for people we decide we actually want on the show. If you're not camera shy, join us, tell us why you love it, like make this fun, because this is just about exposure and having our faces out there, because they're not seen enough in this genre. So that'll be nice to help people get that done.
Yep. And
on here, boys. Hey, Courtney.
And on top of that, we may end up having one of you guys or girls come on, and we'll interview as well.
We definitely are. I already got somebody.
Yeah. There it is.
What's up,
always
Courtney?
On the job.
Also, February 31st. Mark your calendars. February 31st. We're having a Scott Summers Appreciation Day.
Shut up. No, I'm not joining. I don't want to be a part of that parade. No, absolutely not.
Oh my God.
So bring y'all best Scott Summers stories that we'll share. That's February 31st. At the
we're just gonna have like
is this like the get it off your chest segment?
Yeah, like raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by Scott Summer.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
It's the Scott Summers Anonymous group.
He's so stupid.
Tag.
And then what would be funny if to be around a person like that in real life, they'd be like all sad, like, well, what did I do? And it would make you like hate them even more, because it's like, how do you not know you're this annoying? What did I do? I just want my baby. Jean hates you, okay, Scott? She hates you.
She's tired of. There's a reason why she keeps dying.
She keeps dying. She's really killing herself. She really just kills herself each time because
that's why she was always fainting on the show. That's why she always fainted on the cartoon.
She just passed out. I can't believe I'm still with this nigga.
You're like, Gee, but I love you. Oh, this
nigga. She see her text. Logan, somebody get me out of here. I cannot. So, hilarious.
February 31st.
Mark your calendars.
Bring your Reading Rainbow. The Reading Rainbow guy from Star Trek. Bring y'all shades like that.
He would have been a better Scott Summers while you playing. Like, ugh.
Before we close out, anything anybody want to tell them what you're doing, what you're on, what you got coming up?
Appreciation Day, February 31st.
If you really thought it was a February 31st, I'm gonna just put this out there right now. If you really thought it was a February 31st.
Hey, baby, what we doing February 31st?
He said, mark your calendars now.
Mark your calendar. Hey, what the 28? What the? Oh man.
She said, "Oh,
hate him."
Like he said it like a disappointed child with no chicken nuggets.
So Scott Summers is a Capricorn. People don't forget that. So if you're a Capricorn, y'all got that bitch nigga in y'all group. Y'all might want to find him and hurt him. But you ain't hear that here.
Man. What do we got coming up, DC?
Tomorrow.
Besides the Scott Summers appreciation.
Yeah, that already got canceled. It just got canceled.
No, wait a minute. This just in. Hold on.
Breaking news. Wait, where's Reginald D. Weed man at? He's supposed to be.
Sorry, Scott, we tried. Your bitch ass out of here. Anyway, tomorrow, what the shit is? It's G Black weekend, man. We got G Black coming on to talk about Black Flag, which is his album that he's gonna be dropping soon. But he's also gonna be bringing a special gift. So if you want to see what that is, you gotta watch the show tomorrow at 6. G Flag.
Nice.
Is it 6 or 7? Is it 6? It's 6.
6.
Okay. Brandy.
And what's your IG? Like, where can people find you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can be found at ScottSummersAppreciationDay.com.
Get the fuck out of here. They're going to be on IG at Scott. So wait a minute.
On IG, it is _the_shit_podcast. Also, you can find me on Facebook, What the Shit, or DC Darius Chambers. And also, if you want to see my spread, we got Scott Summers Appreciation Day.
Hold on, when you said that way,
yeah, I was like that white guy that's in that meme. What?
Yeah, said it like that.
Pause.
So anyway,
if you want to see my spread,
Me said Mr. December. Face ass.
Yeah, so.
Oh my God.
He said, I'll do the calendar, but I am not going to be after Scott. Make him do another month.
Scott was February.
February 31st.
Love, but he didn't know anything about what was going on. So,
oh my God,
we're so stupid. So dumb.
Also, we're doing the care boxes like Brandy's, but they're just Scott Summer shit inside of it. Nobody wants.
I would actually love a Scott bashing box.
It's tears and desperation.
It's like tears
desperation. It's thirst. Lots of thirst.
Armani for men.
Tissues.
Yeah. Mommy issues. Mommy issues.
But the surprise issues are their tears or are they semen? You never know. Surprise.
Wait, Scott, they're probably both. Yeah. Scott just says both.
He's blind.
Comes with a small bottle of Jergens.
Okay, we're giving Scott too much run.
Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop.
Scott's at home like, oh shit.
He's like, what did I?
We really don't like your bitch ass. He just.
No, we hate you, Scott. We honestly fucking hate you. I hope when you cry, it like burns. Like we hate you.
I hope you put your face in the oven and get hit by a truck. That's how.
Oh my God.
Scott Summers. Just your name alone make you sound.
Man, that name is mad annoying, and it shouldn't be. Scott fucking Summers. Like, no.
Bitch ass. Okay.
I would hate that.
That's why his daddy. That's why his daddy's a space pirate. He was like, I can't deal with this shit anymore.
His dad was like, you know what? Life of crime is way better than raising your bitch ass.
I thought you were dead, Daddy.
I'm going to Mars to get away from my son. Hey, babe, I'm going to get a pregnant.
I hate this kid.
He was like, you were in space this whole time?
Yeah,
I was trying to get away from you.
Just trying to get away from you. Completely different.
Your mother died. Your brother went to adoption. So I said, "Fuck it."
And wait a minute. And do you know why your mother died? Because she hates you.
Nobody likes you, Scott.
She had you. Was like, this is not worth it. Just
he came out
go
crying
ahead,
like a
meantime.
I just want my mommy.
He came out crying, and she's like, absolutely not.
He was
meantime, Gene is just like, oh, not this nigga again.
Just pass out.
She like Scarlet from Gone with the Wind. I do declare.
Scott's a bitch. My face hurts. Scott was so bad. Jean could come in, throw the condom away she used with Logan, take a shower, and he'd watch her the whole time. She'd be like, "What's up?" He wouldn't say shit to her. That's how annoying he is.
This how annoying he was.
She behind the wall,
same one on that Logan used. She just turned it inside out.
Yes. He'd be like, "Is this what you want? Am I better now? Am I better now? What do I have to do? Not be you. Go away."
Just be somebody not named Scott Summers who's
right. Just be like, that's what you can do. You cannot be yourself. Okay.
Okay.
We're done. We're done. We're done.
What you got, Randy? Where can they find?
As I mentioned earlier, well, if you want to like find the tags for everything, you can look me up on IG. Oh, so you're Brandy, spelled your properly, and I for Brandy. And you got to say that because people.
I know.
Like it be kicking their ass on the internet, interwebs. But you can find my mood boosting boxes, which definitely sounds dirty when I say it like that. You can find them.
You gotta pronounce it all.
Yeah, that's why when you first brought it up, I was like, "What the fuck is in this box?" Like dildos and
that'll boost your mood. Like the box vibrates when you get it. So
anyway, what is package on the table that's vibrating all of a sudden?
It's mine. It's mine.
It ain't for you, nigga. Hey, it's like that old Spice commercial.
Is that a phone? No, it's not a phone.
I just wanted to have a box.
That's all it'll be, something like this. Like, this is to boost my mood, babe. Like, I need just 2 hours. And I'll be back.
Open the door, see the room with the remote. Whatever vibrate like that.
It boosts everyone's mood. But to look at, listen, a Logan box, okay. Anyway, so
you guys got some tears in it.
That's the lubricant. Okay, we have to stop. We have a whole episode roasting Scott. You know what we have to do? We have to invite a fan.
It's gonna be like the He-Man Woman Haters Club, only it's just
it does. Scott and we have to invite one fan that like really loves Scott, and then we just have 3 of us that just bash Scott the whole time and just have him to like defend Scott. That would be so funny.
Wait, I thought you brought me here because you guys love Scott. No,
no. Not at all.
Your tears are so good, Scott.
Y'all wild as fuck. But at Love Golden Goddess is the IG page. It's also in my at So Your Brandy. It's on my IG there. You'll see our Blerd'S Eyeview there too. I tag What the Shit in my stuff too because I'm trying to support the Black Legacy Productions and everything because I believe totally in what you guys are doing. Scott's a bitch.
41 of them was already taken.
And also, I'm going to call these 2 out while we are online, and probably you too, Courtney, since you watch it. I'm a bitch about it every time we together. We need to come up with a date for a photo shoot. We need professional pictures.
Yeah.
Force it. If y'all are in their comments ever, just be like, hey, what about those pictures? How about those pictures? Like, just annoy them about it so we can get that done.
This ain't OnlyFans. Y'all ain't paying for that.
Y'all can take pictures for plot twist. No, wait. They see our bodies, but it's like Scott's head dubbed onto all of us. That's my calendar. My calendar is my body, but just Scott's head on every picture.
His dumbass leadership face.
Stupid ass face. Oh God, his dumbass leadership faces. He would not be able to give me a speech to get me into battle. I'm like, you're not Steve.
I know I'm a bitch
to you.
Right.
I
need you guys to follow me into battle.
No.
Nah, nigga, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Nah, nigga, nah.
I'd literally be on my phone like, is this nigga done? Like, no.
You'd be like, nigga, Sonic Teenage real head. Good. Like, hold on. This nigga's ill, B. All right.
Or the squad streaming him, giving his motivational speech like, this nigga dumb as hell. Look at his ass.
Like the person still in the locker room.
Like, why isn't anybody listening?
There's no ass nigga about to follow him in the battle again.
Like, he's a person you let jump out of the hovercraft. Like, he thinks y'all follow him.
And everybody sit back down.
He's like, when we get out of here, we're going to dump down here. We're going to jump on the
diamond.
Yeah, sure.
And they were like, we'll meet you down there on the ground, man. We ain't jumping.
Yeah, we're going to go down there. Storm said we need to go the west. So you go east. We're going to meet you. We're going to,
we
going to be there.
At the same party, man. We can link up and exchange.
Yeah.
Then you got the party by
itself. He's the person that you invite to the wrong location. He's like, oh, I missed you guys Saturday. Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
We were there waiting.
We were right there. You didn't see us. You swear you didn't see us, B. We was right, dog.
That's crazy. And the whole time, he's like, Like we was talking about you the whole time. Like Scott
that
love it here.
Is the shit, man.
We even have receipts. We have receipts.
We have receipts. They had your favorite food, nigga. Like we was worried about you, Scott. Honestly,
we called you.
Oh my God, we called you. It's such a lie. We called you. No, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, did he check his phone? Like I don't have a mix. I don't have a mix.
It's right here.
He had bad reception, man.
Yeah, well, you know you got an Android, Scott. So maybe that's I don't know. Like I don't know.
Oh, I see why
like
it didn't connect.
BCS
Okay, we must have not been locked into the Wi-Fi.
You still using Straight Talk? You still on Straight Talk, Scott?
You still got that same track phone number?
Oh, you know what? I lost your number.
Scott's the type to go with Cricket Wireless because he's like, I'm just trying to save money, and you know.
I had the same number since middle school.
Scott keeps the same email too.
Scott Summers the best at hotmail.com. Scott's number one.
What did I say? What did I say I was gonna call this episode? I can't even remember what I said I was gonna call this episode.
Scott Summers got a MySpace page.
No, DC, and it's active. It's still active.
He still put music on that motherfucker too.
Oh my God, I'm crying, yo. He says Summers is the best.
Oh, this go live. I like
with radio songs like, yeah, this is Scott.
He still, I'm gonna say he still records his voicemail using the radio. What the hell?
In the background, he uses Soulja Boy, baby. You know that I miss you. Face ass. Oh God.
Man. Let me wrap this up.
God, I'm sorry, Chris. We're sorry, Chris. We're sorry.
Don't be sorry.
It's you still a bitch, nigga, when I see you.
Oh God, I really want to change my email to that too.
Bitch.
Dear
Riley.
Dear Scott, you make me vomit.
Did you say Dear Riley?
Dear Scott, you little bitch ass nigga.
Oh my God.
Man. When I see you, Scott, I'm gonna bust your ass. Sincerely, Riley. Yours truly, Riley.
Let me wrap this up. If you enjoyed what you've been listening to or what you see,
I'm sorry.
Anything less from
MySpace.com.
I'm just imagining him creating his email and being really proud of it. The best. And being happy he can use it.
Capital.
And he's all happy he doesn't have to put a 1 behind it. Well, that's because no one believes it. No one's using it.
Oh my God. All right, here we go. Be sure to tune in and subscribe to the Facebook page, Blerd'S Eyeview, and the YouTube page for the latest updates on the Blerd world. Check us out also on Instagram under Blerd's_. You are losing. I'm about to mute you. Blerd's_Eyeview, all lowercase.
We're sober, by the way. That's what makes this really.
No, you're not.
I am. I've been sober. When you,
DC's got the daggone tequila.
Oh no, I'm sober then.
I do, but I don't.
He doesn't have it because he drank it.
I know you're a liar. You're Scott Summers. You're a liar.
Okay, all right, go, Chris, go.
All right, you can find us on Instagram under Blerd's_Eyeview, all lowercase. Tune in next Saturday as we begin to showcase our cosplayers as we celebrate or begin to celebrate 28 days of Black cosplay. So until next mission, I'm your general, Chris Fury, along with.
What's my name?
I was going to pass it off to you so you can.
No, you got the voice. You got to tell our names. Like,
all right. DC Chambers.
No, it's Scott Summers, hater number 2.
Can my nickname be Scott Summers?
Well, Scott Summers number 3. No, 3 other niggas got that too. Got it before me. I'm Scott Summers number 8.
It'll be Scott Autumn.
Scott Autumn, yeah. Scott Autumn Summers.
Oh God.
You can enjoy DC Chambers and our cosplay diva Candy B. Tune in next time, and until next time.
Wait, the affirmation.
I was just getting ready to give it.
Oh, my bad. Scott Summers. He got my head, made me do that.
Until next time, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself.
Chris is never going to let us on again.
And encourage yourself and others. And until then, we're the hell out of here. We're not following Scott Summers.